would you do if you were me and didn't have? Look in the mirror.
Well, Coach, being located in the Music City, this building has hosted a lot of great music acts since its inception, but this is what she was made for, NFL football, and that's what we have today in Nashville at Nissan Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington Redskins and the Tennessee Titans. Two weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
56 the mic. 56 is the mic. I can't believe they even had him. 56 the mic, boys. 56. Check 56.
Now it's Jackson. Dancing to his left. And his first look is incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
56. Mike, 50. Right there, 56. Watch the screen. Watch the score go. Under 10. Under 10. 10. Chest. Check your hot read. Go. 3.
Jackson now to throw again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kamale Correa. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
Switch. Sponge. No.
Now Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to look deep for more. It's caught inside the 25.
Let's go.
Big yardage that time for the Redskins. 56 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Tight dog. Rush in. 56 the mark, boys. 56. Check 56.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. But what a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
Check 43.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Certainly not what they wanted defensively. We're hoping to hold them to a field goal. Instead, they're able to convert the 3rd and long here on the opening drive.
So not only was it a flipping field position and a flipping fortunes, but how about mentally? You just described it. They were hoping to force them into a field goal there. Instead, they give up the big gain, and now it's 1st and goal. The offense has got them on their heels.
Check it back, check it back. Watch the edge. Check.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Watch the whip. Right there, 56.
Watch the slant.
Jack!
They'll try a handoff right with Gurley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins.
Touchdown.
Todd Gurley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Open man is Cobbs. That's complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
He's checking crack.
The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day, all day.
Mixon with it. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Now Joe Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one, a gain of 20 and a 1st down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding him in the...
And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Be ready, be ready. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Xavier Woods, the free safety, up to make the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Good track, good track. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist.
Gurley. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Ready. I got one. Hey, turn it up. Check safety.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Touchdown, Washington. Todd Gurley with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going
to the outside, that's complete to Williams. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down.
Watch twins. Watch twins.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. In on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Let's go now. Hey, hold on. Check 56. Check. Crunch.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 35-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
2nd down, Haskins. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 10.
Got it. 55. Mike 55. I'm coming. Okay. Check.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It's taken to the 26. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get to field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and that'll bring up second down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
I'm coming. Yeah. Come on.
Throwing again. Jackson. Flush to his right. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Check hot route. Kill. Turn it up.
Here's Jackson to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Able to find Harris, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. On 2nd and 9. Haskins caught by Jones. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Set, cut. Touchdown. Let's go one more.
They'll run on 1st down. Nixon. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Redskins' 47-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Watch the pass.
On second down, here's Haskins. Hunter Henry brings it in. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 27-yard line. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Well, this will be caught. Tyrell Williams. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll give it to Mixon. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
You ain't doing nothing. You ain't doing nothing today.
55 is Mike, guys, 55. Squeeze, double. Mike,
Now it's Haskins. And it's caught. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. This is 3rd and goal. Still looking for the first points of the game. On 3rd and goal, Haskins got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Hunter Henry, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are back within a single score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
Good work,
The
boys.
Redskins
Let's go.
take over 1st
Let's
and
go.
10 at their own 35-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. To the 40 and no further. The razzle-dazzle, though, got him a couple extra on the play. The safety Landon Collins there to make the tackle. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
6 guys, check 6 guys. Switch. Hey.
Another carry now for Gurley. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Hey, watch it. Get him. You got it.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Go.
On first down, it's Gurley. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Watch twitch.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Stop your body. Check 55 to mine. Check 50. Hey, let's get some penetration here.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Watch the safety creep.
They run. It's Gurley. He will push his way down to about the 14. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The kick by McManus is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Switch up, switch up.
It's Mixon on the counter. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Kill.
On play action, Haskins. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Leonard Floyd in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now Haskins to throw it. He's going to find Cobbs here. He's at the 30. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play that time for the Titans. 49 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Check, check. Lucky.
Now Mixon. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry, and it's 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, Haskins. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. The field goal we just saw has this now at a 1-score game, and on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful.
Blood pressure up a little bit, you think?
I think up a lot of it.
Could you imagine taking the pulse right now? It might be like a jackhammer out there on that side of the ball, but here's what the deal is. I think what we've observed is a team that's been playing not to lose as opposed to playing to win. And they've got to get back to that, and that means opening things up again, being a little more free in what they're trying to get done on offense.
Again they run with Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to face a 3rd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. Coming to you.
To throw on 3rd down, Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want a drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants a drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
They'll look to throw. Only 2 there on the dump off. It's 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Ready.
Throwing now is Haskins. It's caught. Jones. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Haskins now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Haskins to throw. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
On 3rd down, Mixon. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Right there in the middle, 55. Coming this way, Here we go. Oh, Trot, 55.
They'll try and throw for it with Haskins. And it's complete. Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here we go with Haskins. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. You don't know no better. 55.
He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful, because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
Hey, go get him.
Now it's Haskins. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Get that quarterback, Mike, 55.
4th down. Here's Haskins. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught at the 25. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
They can't stop the franchise.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it, because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for the Redskins, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Slide, I'm with it. Better see me.